Hi, everyone. Thanks for being on the conference call tonight. We're so excited to share with you. We're here to explain the offer that seems too good to be true. Bye bye, phone bill. We have a better way, and we really do. Okay, say goodbye to your phone bills for the next 9 years. How can that be possible? Well, it is. Have a disruptive force that we're doing. We're saying for $300 one time purchase, you can get 9 years of cell service, and it's great and awesome service. So, how's this done? Most people don't realize this. There are only four actual cell phone companies. That means they actually own and build the towers, and they wholesale their product back out to all these companies you've heard of. So every other company is what's called the tier two provider. They buy from them and then they create their own sales. So, if Verizon is selling it for X price, Boost is selling it for cheaper, and they allow them to do that. It's called aggregating. They still get customers, Boost and Cricket and all these other great things. So that's exactly what we're doing. We are a tier two provider. But how do we make money at $300? Well, we approach the business differently. Think of Airbnb, think of Uber, think of Lyft. Uber and Lyft turned the taxi industry on their head. They got a better price and a better way of doing the service. Airbnb has done the exact same thing to the hotel industry. You wind up with more choices, better comfort, better stay, and it's just a whole different way of doing things. Well, that's exactly what we are doing with our SIM card. We're here to revolutionize the cell phone industries. So how do we make money? We don't really make money off the $300 purchase. We make money the same way all cell phone companies do. They make far more money on your user data than they do on the actual subscription fee they charge you. For example, everybody's, oh, they know my age, my ethnicity, my income, they know my shopping habits. But that's only a fraction of what is sold on data. Here's the things why you want them to sell data. Every cell phone has been better than the previous cell phone. The newest ones are even better than, going on and on. That's because the vendors inside the cell phone, it may say Motorola on the front or LG or Apple, but there's a ton of vendors inside that phone. And they want reports on the status of their hardware in there, the battery, the camera, etc. They want to know how it works. The very first phones that ever had cameras were a complete failure. They drained the batteries flat in a really short period of time because of the way the app that ran the camera operated. So the app people learned to buy the information from the cell phone people to say, gee, give me real-time reporting or daily reporting on the stats, and they made improvements. Now, if you're an app provider, which there are gazillions of, and you put an app and somebody puts it on their phone, I'm sure everybody on this call has had an app they downloaded and hated and unloaded it. They want to know these things. How's my phone operate? How does my battery function at 30 degrees below zero? How does it function at 100 degrees in Arizona? They want to know these things. So that's the data that is sold that improves your phone and its performance and the apps that go in there. There are over 800 data points that are sold. I'll give you one perfect example. I live in Washington State, Kitsap County. Kitsap County has the highest migration daily of any county in the state, and we're in the top 10 in the country. What does that mean? More people leave Kitsap County to go for their job each day and return back home than any other county in the state. Most of the big employers are outside of it, the Boeing, the on and on and on, Amazon, all the companies that are in Seattle, the people leave to go there because our ferry system's so great. You can live rural, jump on a ferry, and you're downtown Seattle in a short period of time. So that data was known because of the way the cell phones migrate. Everybody who goes back and forth out of Seattle has a cell phone, and now they know that. So there's a lot of things people don't realize the data is sold for. So here's what that means. The data sold by the cell phone providers, including us, including anybody, they make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on that data, more than they do getting your subscription fee. So if most of the revenue is selling data, why is my bill so high? Because you let them. And when the first cell phones came out that looked like a brick, they used to sell those saying, hey, replace your secretary or have a second secretary. And the cell phones bills were in the thousands of dollars a month, 1,500, 2,000. But again, it was a way to do that. Then it came down, and the cell phone bills came down. They're even getting lower today, and because they could, and they had competition. So without competition, the prices wouldn't come down. We've decided that the data we sell and we will sell is the most cost-effective way to run the company. And the way for us to grow a mass customer base is to get rid of that barrier to entry of the subscription fee. So that's exactly what we do. So we're going to give you 9 years for $300 up front. You're going to get 9 years of savings. You know, the old way of doing things, if you needed more talk time, you remember that? You guys remember just a few years back, you only could have so many minutes on your phone. If you went over your minutes, you had to pay extra. Who does that anymore? Need unlimited texting. The original ones, you got so many texts a day. Anything past that, they charge you 25 cents, 10 cents. And then data. Data is the last frontier to conquer where, gee, unlimited data? No, most data plans start at 2 gigs. Ours starts at 2 gigs, but ours is actually unlimited. It just throttles back after 2 gigs. Meaning if you're watching YouTube videos all the time, they may slow down. We are headed towards unlimited. We think we'll be there in the first quarter of 2019 where everything we send you will be unlimited. Talk, text, and data. That's where we're headed with this. We are in our beta ramp-up phase. How much money will you save in your house? Now, my household, my cell phone bill with multiple cell phones is hundreds of dollars. Over a 9-year period, I will save over $10,000. So you know what? I'm all over this. So once that's it, you purchase our SIM card. It must go into a GSM phone, which is most of the market. We have certain phones they work with. We have a list. We can help you. Whoever invited you on this call can help you get the right SIM card for the right phone for the SIM card. And you'll get unlimited talks, text, and data. Remember, the data slows after 2 gigs currently, but it's headed towards completely unlimited. Join us. Our pricing will increase. The more SIMs we get out there, the more fun the get going, the better it gets for everybody. This is a very, very well-funded company. We're talking a multi-billionaire. The funds are there. This is not an MLM. This is not about recruiting. It's about selling it's about us for selling SIM cards. We will be selling phones with SIM cards in them soon as well. So we're in a beta phase. It means we're testing all the kinks and the bugs and all that kind of stuff. So that's why it's $300 for 9 years. When we get into the first quarter of 2019, that price will change. It's rumored. It's not known for sure. It's rumored that it'll jump to $600. So it's worth buying this cell phone SIM card right now, whether you have a need to use it or not, but to put it in a drawer and light it up later. Yes, you can keep your phone number. It's called porting the number. We charge about $110 for doing that. So if you want to port your phone over and do that, you can. I own 2 of these. I own one in an Apple phone and one in an Android, and they work wonderfully. This price changes after the launch, so get going and buy your cell phone now. Now, if you really are excited about this the way I am, I'm all in on this. I'm so excited I'm actually selling it. That's why you're listening to me. But you can too. You can send people to whoever invited you on this call. They'll give you a referral code, and you can tell people to go to buybyphonebill.com, enter your referral code, and our system will know that came from you, and we'll compensate you for every person you send there. So that's a great way to help us get this going. You can wind up with a free SIM card and or our cell phones that come out. So join us, buy a SIM card for you and your family, help drive people to our Bye Bye Phone Bill with a special code, and we'll work together. So whoever invited you to this call, join them and ask for some help, or ask to be a customer, or ask to be a referral agent. We're here to help you. What I mean by help is my phone the right kind of phone? The phone in my hand, can I use it with your SIM card? We have a list of phones and we can help you do that. So thank you for being on the call. Get 9 years unlimited talk, text, and data. We can call out to over 91 countries. I think it's 93 now. Somewhere in 2019, you'll be able to take our phones and go to many, many countries and call back. Right now, it's calling out to. So you know a lot of people that call the foreign countries each month. This is a killer deal for them. So thank you for being on the call. What does 2 gigs of data get you before it slows down? You can do 84,000 emails, 82 hours of music, 2,000 web pages. Read it on the screen here yourself. I mean, it's a lot to get for 2 gigs before it slows down. Remember, we fully launched somewhere in 2019. We're in the beta phase. That's why the price is what it is. Get your SIM card. Come join us. Hey, is there any questions? I got some of my friends on the call. Christine and Heather, is there any questions or anything I should comment that I haven't covered?
Yes, Monty, I'm getting a question here. It's a very good question. If we buy one of these SIM cards while we're in the beta phase, is it the exact same SIM card as will be sold, say, a year from now? And will it have the same updates and upgrades and all that kind of stuff?
Excellent question. The SIM cards probably our firmware will change from time to time, but they're doing updates. So the current SIM card you buy today will be the same SIM card downstream, and they push updates to it every 9 days. Every 9 days, the SIM card updates. So we come up with unlimited data in 2019, and you buy one now with 2 gigs. Yes, it'll become unlimited. It'll update that SIM card.
I got a question.
Yes, who am I speaking with?
This is Todd.
Hi, Todd. Where are you located?
I'm in Georgetown, Texas.
Awesome. Good to talk to you. What kind of question can I answer for you?
Let's say I want to upgrade my phone. Can I take the SIM card out and put it in my new phone? And then how does that work?
Okay. Let me go through that. So you have a current phone that's nice and shiny new, and you want to put our SIM card in it. The answer is most likely yes, because most new phones we work beautifully with. But if you buy our SIM card, you'll get a new phone number. If you want to keep the phone number, called porting a number over, we would charge an additional $110, and you can pop that into your shiny new phone, have your existing phone number, and have all of our benefits and features. So does that answer your question?
Well, what I'm saying is let's say I buy a phone, I put our SIM card in it, I use it for 6 months, and then I decide that I want a different phone.
Oh yeah, you can hop the SIM card to another phone as long as it works. That the phone works in it. You'll just be you'll get to see all the same phone number. Your phone number is the SIM card, so it'll just be operating out of a different piece of hardware.
Okay, so I won't have to call up and get it started back up, and I won't have to pay another $110.
You would have to call because you'd want to call to get the settings right. So you'd probably call our technical department. And they'd say, okay, go to settings, go to this, go to that, and they give you a few things to do. They would help you over the phone make that transfer doing it. They'd probably do that for you for a few times, but if you did it every 90 days, they're probably going to start charging you. But you can move your SIM card from one phone to the next. Like let's take a more real example. Your phone got broken and you had to buy a new phone because you dropped it or whatever. That'd be the same thing. You just simply call in and go, hey, I borrowing somebody's phone. I can no longer work this phone. I need to move the SIM card to this new phone. How do I do it? And they'd help you.
Wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a great thing. So another question we're getting, Monty, is what if your phone is stolen or the SIM card you lose it or it falls in the river?
That exact thing happened to me. I bought a SIM card, put it in a phone, and some reason my phone got stolen off the front seat of my car. I didn't lock my car like a dummy, and I came back and it was gone. You can buy a replacement SIM card with the exact same phone number you previously had for, I think it's $30 plus shipping. And I don't know what that shipping and tax is. So $30 plus shipping and tax. The thing is the size of a dime, so shipping can't be much. And you can replace that for $30, and that price may change downstream, but right now it's $30.
Okay, that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, and then I had to do exactly what Todd just said. I had to put it in a new phone, call in, get the settings, and figure out how to do that. And it wasn't very hard at all. In fact, I bought the right kind of phone. I bought a Moto 6, which is an Android. Costco sells for $239. Popped it in and just a couple of button pushes and it was up and running.
Well, that sounds pretty easy. So the setup process, this is another question I just saw. You get the SIM card in the mail after you've paid for it, and then you simply just call in and they pretty much walk you through it, handle it from there, correct?
Yes, and yeah, so you'll need to tell them what model and make of phone you have and make sure you know those kind of things. So if you bought a phone, I bought a used Apple 6S or S6, I forgot how they say it, and it worked beautiful. In fact, I basically didn't do anything. I popped it in and they told me what to do, and a couple of button pushes, it was running.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, ours, we do have one, and I will say that we're going to get them for all the phones in the family as soon as our contracts are paid off because we're very impressed with the coverage. The SIM card at our home gets better coverage than with one of our tier 1 providers that we have, which is Sprint. And that phone gets better reception at our house than do the 4 other ones that we now are waiting to pay off so we can get 4 more SIM cards before the price goes up.
That's so true. I don't know if we mentioned it earlier in this presentation, but the SIM card is a smart card. It jumps from whatever signal is strongest. And you're right. I have a Verizon phone. I live very remote. And if I walk to certain parts of my house on the phone, inside my house, certain parts of the house, the call drops. Not the other phone. my Bye Bye Phone Bill one works anywhere in the house. So I wish I had switched my number over, and I plan on doing that.
Thanks, Monty. That was really informative. Appreciate your time on it.
Yep. So anybody listening, make sure you ask whoever invites you here how to buy it. If you want to refer people and make money, ask them how to do that. They'll set you up. Thanks for being on the call. Is there any other questions or any other comments?
Yeah, Monty, I have a couple of questions that came in.
Yeah, Heather.
One, what happens at the end of 9 years?
Shuts off. Start over. But you know what? I can't imagine what cell phone technology is going to be in 9 years. You just go back 6 or 7 years, and you know what? The first camera was going in a phone. Now every phone has a camera. So the offering will be wildly different. There are features and benefits that I know about that are coming in 2019. I won't talk about them specifically here because that's not fun to do to you guys. But there are so many cool things coming just within the next 12 months that are just wildly exciting. Makes 9 years and $300 look silly. I mean, that's how great it's going to be. So, but it does. It has a built-in clock. It's 9 years, not from purchase, but it's from activation. So if you bought one today, stuck it in a drawer, and waited until there was unlimited data. I have a couple of people who've done that. Said, you know, I really am a data hog. I can't afford the throttling, but I don't want to miss this pricing. So they buy them, and let's say they light them up in February or March, and that's when we decide to go unlimited. And they do that. The clock on that SIM card starts when they activate it. So it's activation date, not purchase date.
Okay, so at the end of 9 years, they could buy a new card, though, correct?
Oh, sure. But I'm sure 9 years, the new card they buy and the cell phones that are out there, we'll probably be flying around in spaceship cars, right?
True. Okay, the other question that came in was, what are the requirements of my phone and service to transfer over?
Okay, the main one is it needs to be unlocked. It means you own it outright, and the phone companies must unlock your phone. You simply call your phone company, say, I want this phone unlocked, they unlock it. Secondly, it needs to be GSM, which is 90+% of the market. Any of the newer phones are dual band, so it doesn't matter. Those two things are the key: GSM or dual band, or and unlocked. And if you have kind of a phone that nobody's heard of, we have a list of phones. We can compare it to the list of phones, and we'll go, sorry, it doesn't work in that, or yes, it does. But every day that goes by, it works in more and more phones. I went and bought my first phone that got stolen. I bought a really cheap $80-some phone from Walmart, and it worked in it, but it was quirky. I had to do a whole lot of button pushing to make that work. So, but I know the 6S or S6, whatever iPhone calls that one, the ones previous to that have 5 and 4 in their numbers, they don't work on our cell phone. So it has to be the right cell phone, and we can help you with that.
Thank you.
And we will be selling cell phones very soon. Okay, thank you for being on. Any more questions? Thanks, guys. Thanks, everyone, for being on. We appreciate your time. Thanks for being on this call. Share this with your friends. Start helping people save money. Christine, you're on the call. How much will your family save when you completely convert all of them over to free? What will you be saving annually?
What was it, Todd? 9,000 or?
No, it's 300 a month. So 300 times 12, 3,600.
Wow.
3,600 a year, and then over the 9 years, it was.
Well, 3,600 times 9.
It was astronomical.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Pretty
Heather,
exciting.
how about you? What kind of money will you be saving on your phone?
So on our phone, we pay $350 a month for all the ones on our phone. So we'll have about a $1,500 investment, and we'll save $37,800 over the course of 9 years.
Wow. You know, I haven't done, what is ours, Debbie? We're about $500 for 5 phones or something like that. So yeah, that's amazing. And we do, I pay my Verizon account an extra $110 on top of my subscription fee for unlimited. And I'm going to be so happy to see that bill go away. So thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank